Terry Gornell, pre-Exeter away. Terry, obviously frustrating for the players involved and probably frustrating sitting on the bench watching performance last week as well.
Yeah, it's frustrating all round, yeah. There's, I think everyone was frustrated, fans, players, and everyone's associated with the club. But it's gone now, and we look forward to Exeter on Saturday.
It's about those sort of moments within games, isn't it? Because there's so much good here, but those crucial moments are what's counting against Cheltenham at the moment.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, and I think it's the timing of them moments. One goal goes in, and not long after the other one goes in, and it's been a couple of times this year. So as I say, it's very disappointing. Yeah.
And how much more can you learn or see from the sidelines that you'd hope to put into practice when you get your chance and you're out on the pitch?
Obviously, yeah. From an onlooker, you see things in a different perspective, and when you go on the pitch, you just try and do the best you can and try and learn from what's happening on the pitch, and try and sort of correct it or hopefully make an impact.
And the manager's threatening changes this week, bringing kids in, but I suppose anyone who wasn't in that starting 11 must feel that they've got a chance to impress in training this week and earn a starting place.
Well, you'd like to think so, yeah. Otherwise, no point being here. The team never performed, and that's why, hopefully we could do something else on the bench or to make a difference. So, yeah.
And Exeter, they're obviously struggling, fighting for their lives pretty much still. So, how tough is it going to be going down there and sort of having to, match their intensity?
Yeah, these are the toughest games this time of the year. The teams that are at the bottom. There's not many really that need sorting out at the top with the automatics and playoffs really. So these games, the teams at the bottom who are fighting for their lives, these are going to be the toughest, and Saturday will be no different. It'll be a really tough game.
It's a 3:07 kick-off. For obvious reasons, 25th anniversary coming up of Hillsborough. As a Liverpool fan and a lad who grew up in Liverpool, who was born just after Hillsborough happened, what's your emotions on a day like this?
It's the same every year, to be honest, and I think the last couple of years have been a lot better with the developments that have happened and the things that have come out regarding the police and everything, some newspapers. So I think every year it gets a lot better, and I think the 3:07 kick-off is just another a good thing to make more publicity of it, more people around the country aware and aware of the situation and what happened. So the more publicity and stuff like that, and the more truths that come out year on year, the better for everyone with the city and the families involved.
Because there's a whole generation, and you're part of it, who don't remember what happened on that day. They don't remember the immediate aftermath and the transformation of just how much that one day changed football.
Of course, yeah. There's a lot. The longer it goes on, the more and more people, more and more generations don't know about it. I think being from Liverpool, it gets sort of passed down, and it's a big part of the history down there. Not just being a Liverpool fan, but everyone connected on Merseyside. Doesn't matter who you support. But I think now the more publicity goes out to the whole country and worldwide, I suppose, is what everyone's aiming for now.
Because presumably, the mantra still remains the same, that can never be allowed to happen again, can it?
No, of course not. That should never have happened in the first place, and hopefully will never happen again. And that's what the families and everyone with the Justice campaign, that's what they're all fighting for. Not just to make people who were responsible and who covered it up, but obviously for football in general, or sports events in general, for things like that never to happen again.
And players obviously at various points during the season will stand for a minute's silence, but is that a different minute's silence for you?
Yeah, for me personally it is, yeah, because it's a lot closer to home, and I've grew up with the Hillsborough disaster, and a lot of people close to me were affected by it at the time. So it's it's a big thing every year for me. Yeah.
Thanks, Terry.
Terry, what happened to Hillsborough obviously puts everything else into perspective, but Liverpool are having the best season for a long time, aren't they? And is that, you've never seen Liverpool win the league, I guess, have you?
No, I've never seen it win the league. No, so Liverpool have had a great season, and whether they do win the league or not, they've had a great season. But I think it'd be special with the 25-year anniversary for them to win the league. It'd be great. I think everyone in the city, Liverpool or Everton, would agree with that.
Yeah. Do you think it's still recovering from what happened that day?
Everyone always will. I don't think no one will ever forget it. And I'm not sure about recover from it, but as I say, the last couple of years have made great strides with the information that's come about. So, as I say, every year it gets a lot. Just to remember it is the biggest thing, really.
Yeah. And back to Cheltenham, and how desperate are you now to have a chance to do something in the next 5 games? Because obviously you've endured a frustrating time, and I can't remember the last time you started up front.
Yeah, I can't myself, to be honest, John. But there's 5 games left, and it's a big 5 games, to be honest. There's some big games starting with Exeter on Saturday, who, as you say, are fighting for their lives, and it's going to be a tough game. So we need to keep pushing on, really, and every game from now to the end of the season matters, and hopefully I can play a part in that.
Yeah, because it looks like mid-table, some people might think it's over, but a lot of people have got a lot to play for in terms of even their own futures, haven't they?
Yeah, and I think the way the season's panned out has been disappointing, and the could be a mid-table season, to see it out, but there's a lot of pride to play for, as I say, because it's been a disappointing season. So there'll be a lot of effort put into these last 5 games.
Yeah, and you'll definitely want to give a chance to go back to Rochdale as well, wouldn't you? Would it be nice to play back there?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'd love to play on Saturday and the game after that. So whatever game, I'd love to play and to have that chance. Yeah.
Yeah, you had a little bit of a knock this week, but do you think you're confident you'll be all right for the Exeter game if called upon?
I hope so. Yeah, it's settled down a lot this morning. It only happened yesterday, so it was an impact. It's settled down a lot today, so hopefully I'll be fine for Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers, Terry.